introduce yourself now.
Oh, neat. uh, yeah, that's a job for editing, Chimaru.
Just put the introductions. Editing Chimaru is just gonna put in a giant explosion for no reason. Green screen explosion with Vine Boom sound effects.
Green screen car crash.
With Vine Boom sound effects. So, introduce yourself, please, after we got all the Vine Booms and car crashes out of the way.
Alright, hi. Solver7 here. Just noticed Solver, though. I am a part-time Twitch streamer, and part-time as in every few months.
Alright, so anyway, now that we got the introduction out of the way, albeit as scuffed as it was. First question.
Alright.
How did you get started doing live streaming?
So, this is actually kind of a story. My grandpa actually used to do sports commentary back, like, in our little hometown for football. Kind of like high school football, that type of thing.
Okay.
So, I was actually a little bit inspired by him. But before that, I actually did an announcements class, like, in my school, partially just to get a free period. Because, hey, like, free periods are great.
Yep.
But I was on the intercom interchangeably every single day with another kid. And yeah, I would say that helps my public speaking skills a lot. So whenever the funny virus that shall not be named for YouTube reasons.
Yeah, I don't know why that's a demonetizable word.
Bro, it's funny because it's Mario's Sunshine speedrunners absolutely do not get any money because of the final level being that word mountain. But yeah, anyways. So yeah, I decided, like, hey, just to, like, kind of kill some time, why not, like, I try streaming. And my first ever stream is actually still up on my YouTube channel.
Link, you are the light.
You are the light.
Our light.
Our light.
That must shine upon Hyrule once again.
Wherever the light goes, I must conquer.
It was streamed off of a decade-old laptop, and my mic was the Apple earbud mic.
Oh my gosh. This is truly peak just starting out content right there.
It was my first ever attempt at a Legends of Zelda Breath of the Wild Great Plateau speedrun. And
hold up, did it also have the unregistered hypercam watermark? It's the only one that would make it better.
No, thankfully I knew what OBS was. But yeah, then after that I kind of got into commentary for a Splatoon league called Walk the Plank Gaming. I commentated for them for about half a year, and then eventually I started doing my own little thing.
Nice.
And yeah, that's kind of where I end off.
How did you and the lovely host of this interview happen to get into contact?
Oh, that's a loaded question.
What do you mean a loaded question? You literally approved of all these questions.
I did. So we were a part of this server. And then some sparkly quotes drama had happened.
You could have just said 2 words, Twitter drama, and then that would have been it.
Yeah, so then that basically left us with
got killed again.
I died to a creeper. That basically left us with well, I had another place to go, but Chimaru was kind of like in the aftermath, just I think kind of just like looking for another place to hang out.
No, that was not what was going on. Sabrith invited me to that place, and I was just like, okay, cool.
All right. So yeah, then that's what happened.
I'm not a lost dog.
Hanging out. Yeah, I was already hanging out somewhere else, and then the owner of the server that I was hanging out in decided to invite Chimaru since she kind of got caught up in in sparkly quotes drama. I don't know. I personally wish I didn't say some things, but oh well.
I mean, let's be real
But
here.
yeah,
With people
no,
like
we've been
that,
kind
it
of
was bound to go down that way anyway. No matter how calm you were.
unfortunately. Um, but yeah, no, we've kind of been hanging out ever since.
Yeah.
I think it's almost. I mean, actually, we're inching up on like almost half a year, I'd say. We've kind of moved into our own little server with a few other people. I'm
Yeah.
sure as your YouTube audience already knows, Amber,
Yes.
and a few other oddballs that
Yes.
might have appeared on stream. Well, not stream that your YouTube videos. I'm so sorry. I'm a streamer. I'm
I
sorry.
literally have a video that's like in the process with Coconut right now. It's like we recorded this the other day before
Hold
Amber
on.
went to her
I'm gonna
place.
out you real quick.
Oh boy.
Have you released the video yet about us with the characters from the Bungo Stray
No,
Dogs
because
thing?
here's the thing. Since there are some people in that video who are no longer like in the group chat, I felt that'd be kind of weird to like release that now. Cause like
Oh, all I have to do is ask permission. I can even ask for you. Anyway, but yeah, it's still not
Yeah.
released, and we recorded this like 2 to 3 months ago. SMH.
yeah, this is a while ago, but we recorded that, and then I just kind of was like, cause it was like 2 hours of footage, and most of it is like people being tired and bored out of their minds and not speaking.
Oh come on!
I'm not even joking, cause it's like the first
I was
recording.
bubbly.
Yeah, you were trying. Everyone else is just dead though. Everyone else is like, please no more.
I remember crashing not even like 30 minutes after that recording session.
I think everyone did. Alright,
Hit me
next
with the next
question.
one.
Yeah, next question. What are some of your hobbies besides streaming?
I feel like Splatoon is a given.
Yeah, fair enough.
I like exercising. I find it to be a lot of fun. Gets the endorphins up. I enjoy singing if no one else is in the house.
That's how it always is.
Yeah. Any introvert can only sing, but if nobody's around. Trying to think of some other hobbies. I enjoy making music. I haven't done it in a while, but like I'm even learning piano like right now.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah. But yeah, like I'm generally pretty music focused whenever it comes to just like hobby kind of stuff.
To like more creative things.
Yeah, which is weird because honestly, it doesn't really fit my like personality. I'm very structured and pragmatic.
But anyway, next question. What's the worst part of starting out streaming?
Uh, getting viewer like just honestly like getting viewers. That's why I typically like leverage like friends or like people in like other servers, like promo stuff.
Hmm.
But once you get the viewers, the hardest part is keeping them.
Gotta keep them
I can
entertained.
show you. Like I have like 100 followers, and like that looks like an impressive number. Yeah, whenever I stream, I only have about like 5 usual viewers. Like keeping them around is definitely the hardest part.
Do you have any plans for a YouTube channel, or is it just a thing where if something happens, it happens?
I may create a VOD channel. See how that goes. And if I start picking up a bit more traction, I may start learning like editing and start editing down like a few of my tournament runs first off, and then maybe start like I don't know, maybe doing some voiceover. I feel like if anything I would create first would probably be some sort of like Splatoon informational video.
Okay.
Just explaining to like maybe like more newer players how to like think like a competitive player type of thing.
I just picture that image of like Omni-Man where it's just like, think!
No, honestly, I mean that sounds so degrading, but like you would be surprised how many just players like in any game you play just straight up need to think about their decisions more.
I may be
And
one
it
of
would
those
help
people, but I just play for fun. So,
Yeah.
Make
That's
gaming
kind
fun
of the
again.
problem within the Splatoon community, at least in the moment, of like, there's a lot of resources, but like not many resources explaining the resources, if that makes sense.
Hmm.
Like the resources only make sense if you have prior knowledge.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Gotta get in the
unfortunate.
headspace. And then I wrote, because there's like 2 categories. General questions and quote unquote thought-provoking streaming / content creation specific questions.
All questions are thought provoking. Now, what thoughts they provoke is a different question.
I mean, yes, but that's not like, those questions weren't really like super deep thinking
Yeah.
stuff.
Yeah.
Number 1. If you could restart your live streaming journey, what would you have done differently?
What would I have done differently? Have more confidence in myself. I probably would have started streaming alongside WTP.
Hmm.
And like made my own little channel. That way I could start like as like a better springboard. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Then you could like self-promote during the things.
Right. Because currently, like, I did get like 30 followers from there, but like I feel like I could have gotten a more consistent audience from there.
Hmm.
Instead of just like the followers.
I mean, yeah, that makes sense.
So I probably would have done that differently. I would have also had more overlays at the start, like the whole like Discord overlay, chat overlay, and also like the alert box. I didn't integrate that stuff until like a year and a half in.
Also, you would have learned to balance and separate the audio. You better.
Hey,
That's a default thing you gotta put in there.
That's a product of your time. That's a product of your time. In my day, the only Discord audio I had to do, was desktop audio or get voice meter. And voice meter absolutely destroys your audio quality.
Hmm.
So it's a pick and choose.
Yes, but nowadays, Grandpa, nowadays,
Yeah.
now you
Now
have
the
the
youth have it
luxury.
so easy.
Now you have the luxury of this.
Yeah.
Of
No,
doing-
it does. It is really nice though. I will say. I have streamed with it like twice, and it's quite nice.
Be grateful that your nice granddaughter was able to teach you.
Yeah, we're like 2 years apart in age. Definitely much simpler to grab Discord audio now.
Yes.
All right, hit me with the next one.
All right. What is the number 1 tip you'd give to people who want to start live streaming? Even though you yourself are small,
Become a good conversationalist. Like, if you cannot hold a conversation, you should not be streaming. Like, straight up, make videos if you can't do that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, because to build an audience, you need to hold a conversation with yourself.
I do that all the time, even though I don't record.
Yeah, whenever you're a smaller creator, most of your live streams will consist of you talking to yourself and people like sometimes lurking. Once you get a few people who start talking, that's whenever it starts to gain more momentum. But that means you also got to be engaging with them.
Mm-hmm.
And you need to like understand what makes them engage more and continue to do that. And then
Gotta play the
all of a sudden
game.
you find your niche. Yeah. You find your niche and then like blah blah blah. You can gain your audience. And then ba-bum, you've officially I'm gonna die in this cave. Yeah.
One thing I will say is sometimes, because
Hey.
here's the thing, I do YouTube as like a haha funny thing I do to pass the time.
Right.
But I feel like whenever I approach you about like a question, I feel like I'm talking to like an actual manager. It's like, what the?
I watch a lot of content that is about like how YouTube works internally and that kind of thing. So I know a lot about like at least like generally like not like deep stuff, but like oh like this is kind of how you game YouTube algorithm and that kind of thing.
Yeah. How to play the game.
Yeah. Now at Twitch, it's mostly about consistency and finding a niche.
People say that about YouTube where it's like, oh, you gotta be consistent, gotta be consistent, gotta be consistent.
Yeah. Um with YouTube it's a little more like it's a little less strict because if you produce like constant high level quality videos, then like you're typically fine. Um whereas with Twitch, I mean it's literally just, you speaking while doing some sort of action.
Yeah.
So like you got to get your audience through just like, "Oh, wait, you're actually engaging to talk to." Like and or you take the other route and be like, "Oh, wow, you're like actually really good at the thing you do, therefore I'm going to watch you."
Ah.
It's like one of those two kind of back and forths. That's why I
Yeah.
like a lot of like competitive players stream nowadays, like no matter like what game they play. Because like the viewers will just automatically come to you because you're just so talented at the video game. Now it really depends whether or not you're good at like a big video game such as like Valorant or Apex. Because like I know someone who's like the best at their game. When he's talking about like a YouTuber, Chris Heroes here. I recommend checking him out if you ever want to get into Pokemon Unite. But yeah, no, he's probably like like the best solo queue player that like does content on the game, and he only pulls like 2,000 viewers per video, which is honestly kind of sad.
You say only, that's more than like any of my videos except for that one.
Yeah, but like think of it like he's like the top player of like the whole community, but like nobody watches him. Well, that's also partially because his content's a bit repetitive, but like what else do you do with the video game that is repetition
I mean, yeah.
incarnate, basically? Honestly, anyone watching who's interested in Pokemon Unite, fun game, but yeah, check them out. Give them some viewers.
Alright, next question. What would you say is the worst mistake you've made in your time of streaming as a hobby?
Not staying consistent absolutely kills your retention because like your viewers are not getting used to like watching you on a like daily basis kind of thing, or even just like on a like weekly kind of thing. So it's not like building a habit in their brain to watch you, and you just lose so much mileage off of that.
Alright, and then final question. If you had to pick a different streaming niche than your current one, what one would you pick?
Probably music creation. I threw around the idea for a bit, but I lost my nerve, and I was just like, oh yeah, nobody's gonna want to watch a person who's like just getting into streaming type thing. Sorry, no, not streaming. Getting into music creation.
Isn't like the
I
entire
think
key to
looking
being a
back at it,
streamer is being a narcissist and being like, no, the people will watch me because you gotta have that confidence.
yeah, exactly. But back then, I was definitely not a confident man. Whereas nowadays, yeah, I can pick myself up pretty easily, but that's a skill you really have to learn.
Mm-hmm.
That's also why I didn't stream as much, because like every single time I would hit the start stream button, like anxiety would like immediately grip me because I was like, oh no, I feel like I'm gonna underperform, like nobody's gonna watch me, that kind of thing. But you just kind of have to do it. Like I never want to steal the slogan from Nike or anything, but it's a slogan for a reason.
Mm-hmm. Honestly, I feel like there's a level of narcissism you have to have. Like, not too high, where it's just like, yeah, people will just watch me no matter what I do. Like, cause no, you still have to be entertaining.
Yeah,
You still have to think of some things that people actually want to see.
confidence.
Yeah.
It's like you just gotta believe in yourself and do it. I mean, like, like what you're doing right now. I mean, you're about to edit this down and like post this for like an audience to see.
Yes.
Like that takes confidence and courage. Like this could just easily be like a one-off conversation that we could have been having within like our own little like private VC kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But we're like sharing it for you, the viewer, to see.
Be grateful.
um
Be grateful I didn't keep this private.
but yeah, it's I don't know. I feel like streaming is definitely a very interesting experience to say the least. So you said that was the last question?
Yes, yes.
All right. Well, I think it's time that we start the outro.
Ah, yes. The insert Polish toilet song here.
Oh, no, no. I gotta plug.
All right, right.
Gotta
All right,
put
right.
myself out there. I am a streamer after all. And you
Yes.
said it takes a little bit of narcissism.
It does, though, honestly.
Well, anyways, guys, you can find me at Silver7 at twitch.tv. Got my streamer voice down.
Yep.
But yeah. Yeah, no, I stream somewhat often. I would say like once every 1 to 2 weeks.
You
Generally
just said
Splatoon
you haven't
content.
streamed for months.
If-
What the heck?
I have started back up recently. Great time. I hope to see some of you there.
That's not a threat,
Thank
guys.
you, Chimru. Thank you, Chimru, for hosting this amazing Q&A, kind of.
You're
Q&A,
welcome.
interview.
Yeah, interview.
That's the word.
But yeah, you're welcome. I enjoy doing interviews. It's always fun.
Yeah, it was quite fun. It was a chill. I think that was an hour and a half.
I don't even want to know. I'm scared. I'm scared to know.
Yeah, have fun editing this.
I will have fun. Roll the outro. Where the heck did you come from? I haven't posted in weeks, but no, this channel's not dead. I have your IP address.